A new scandal in the Russian army. The commander of the 58th Army, Major General Ivan Popov, was fired after he told the military leadership about the catastrophic situation at the front in Ukraine. According to him, Russian soldiers were stabbed in the back because of the failures of the top military leadership. Popov announced his dismissal in a voice message published by State Duma deputy Andrei Gurulev.
I outlined all the problematic issues that exist today in the army. I drew attention to the most important tragedy of modern warfare: the absence of counter-battery combat, the absence of an artillery reconnaissance station, and the mass deaths and wounds of our fellows from enemy artillery. In this regard, apparently, the senior bosses sensed some kind of danger in me, and swiftly, in one day, they concocted an order from the Minister of Defense, issued an order, and got rid of me. Ivan Popov, Major General, ex-commander of the 58th Army of the Russian Federation.
Direct criticism from subordinates is likely to be a big problem for Defense Minister Shoigu and Chief of the General Staff General Gerasimov, according to British intelligence.
Popov's comments draw attention to serious disaffection many officers likely harbor towards the senior military leadership. The complaints largely echo those made by Wagner Group owner Yevgeny Prigozhin prior to this June 2023 mutiny. From the British Ministry of Defense on Twitter.
The deputy commander of the Russian group in Ukraine, General Surovikin, was most likely detained by counterintelligence in connection with the Prigozhin riot. This was announced by the third authoritative publication. Nothing is known about the whereabouts and fate of the general. Such mass and high-profile dismissals and detentions may indicate that a revolt is brewing in the Russian army, military experts say. Especially revealing was the story of General Popov and his accusations against Gerasimov.
He challenges him in a form that is generally not accepted in any normal army, calls his actions vile and treacherous. But if so, it means that he feels entitled to make such accusation, furnished that at Gerasimov, and that means there are people behind it.
Russian generals have ceased to be afraid of the government. They do not believe in its ability to react harshly, and that's why they test its strengths, Russian political scientist Leonid Gozman believes. He does not rule out that a regular military man could even get an appointment with Putin.
He would talk about the incompetence, unprofessionalism of the high military command. And what if Putin believed and removed Gerasimov, tore off his shoulder straps? It is clear that Gerasimov does not want this. The point here is not that Putin does not want to hear bad news, but that the report of General Popov, the determination of General Popov, jeopardized the career security of General Gerasimov and Sergei Shoigu.
So far, the military command of the Russian Federation has managed to contain the situation through personal decisions. But discontent in the army is growing, experts are sure, and the still hidden rebellion can go into an active phase. Reported by Pavlo Shtelmach, Natalia Husak, Volodymyr Stangelov, UATV News.